The Architecture of Inaction, analyzing the psychology of the stagnant dreamer. Many individuals harbor grand visions of success, wealth, and transformation, yet find themselves trapped in a cycle of perpetual stagnation. This phenomenon is often dismissed as mere laziness, but psychological analysis reveals a complex web of internal barriers that prevent the transition from thought to execution. The gap between dreaming and doing is not a lack of talent, but rather a series of cognitive defense mechanisms and neurological traps that prioritize the comfort of potential over the discomfort of progress. One of the primary reasons people fail to act is that the brain often confuses thinking with progress. When an individual vividly imagines achieving a goal, the brain releases small amounts of satisfaction, mimicking the sense of achievement one would feel if they had actually succeeded. This mental reward paradoxically reduces the urgency to take real-world action because the biological craving for accomplishment has already been partially satisfied through visualization alone. Furthermore, many fall into the trap of overthinking, which creates a state of mental exhaustion. By the time a person has analyzed every possible outcome and step, their mental energy is drained, leaving them too tired to actually begin the work. For many big dreamers, the planning phase serves as a sanctuary from the fear of failure. As long as a dream remains in the planning stage, it remains perfect and untainted by the possibility of rejection or incompetence. To start and fail would damage one's self-image, therefore, staying stagnant becomes a way to protect one's identity. This is closely linked to identity misalignment, where the brain resists any action that does not match how a person secretly perceives themselves. If someone views themselves as undisciplined, they will subconsciously sabotage their efforts because the required action demands they become a version of themselves that they do not yet recognize. A common excuse for inaction is the belief that one must feel ready before starting. However, psychology suggests that readiness often follows action, rather than preceding it. By waiting for the perfect moment or a surge of confidence, dreamers ensure that they never start, as that perfect time rarely arrives. This stagnation is often fueled by an addiction to potential rather than a commitment to effort. Talking about big dreams is exciting and provides an immediate ego boost, whereas real progress is characterized by repetitive, slow, and often uncomfortable labor. Many people prefer the intoxicating idea of who they could be because it feels significantly better than facing the reality of who they are and the boring work required to change. Ultimately, the difference between those who realize their dreams and those who only discuss them is the ability to act even when the mind is working against you. Overcoming the knowing-doing gap requires a shift from seeking the dopamine of imagination to embracing the discomfort of repetition. To move forward, one must stop waiting for the feeling of readiness and start risking the perfection of the dream for the messy reality of execution.